Hey guys, can everyone hear me? Oops, wrong one. Wrong. Okay, can you guys hear me clearly? Awesome, awesome. Sorry for delay today. Right, I was just I just set it up and then the webcam was not working, so I had to restart the entire computer. And of course, as usual, Windows loves to update their computer, right? They're like, oh, your webinar is starting in 2 minutes. Let me update the computer for you, man. It's freaking crazy. Right, but it's nice to see you guys. Nice to see you, Mark. I see Graham, Bleach, Adam, Ellen, Robin Shackle. Nice to see you. Right, Edgar Ramona, Jean Banis. Right, got Mohammed here too. Nice to see you, Manny. So yeah, if you missed the last 2 weeks on trade management, uh, I will need to remind them to upload it pretty soon. Yeah, I'll remind them to upload the webinars. Right, Umes, nice to see you. Desri, nice to see you tuning in. Right, hope you're having a good day. Yan Chang, nice to see you too. Right, yeah, today's gonna be an exciting day. It's one of my most comprehensive webinars I prepared on idea and validation, which I'm going to share with you guys. Right, so I feel like this will cover everything. A very good scenario on how you use idea and validation, because when it comes to trading, it's not only about profit maximization, right? A lot of it has to do with loss reduction, right? So every loss that you don't take is like a profit that you make, right? So a lot of people always think about how many I'm going to get, how many trades I can make profitably, right? But they don't consider the flip side, where how many trades they can avoid not losing, right? Avoid losing, avoid not losing. How many losses they can avoid, right? So it's towards the end of the day, my brain's a little bit jumbled, right? Hey, Junite, nice to see you, man. Right, nice to see you tune in. Right, it's your roomie with you today, right? Hey Simon, nice to see you tune in too, man. Uh, oh yeah, Nick bought some super dry shirts because of me. Awesome, man. That's my first sale as an indirect salesman of super dry, right? Today I got a nice shirt here, right? It's my favorite black shirt. The reason why I don't wear black shirts that much is because, well, my cat, every time I leave the house, my shirt is practically half white, right? Because my layers like running all around, right? And I need to like lin roll myself 100 times. Um, oh, why haven't you been home, man? Right, where you running off to? Right, Bob, nice to see you tune in. Right, okay. Oh, you've been a girlfriends for at least 2 months. Right, you get permission to to stay. Yeah, her parents consent or something. Hey, John, nice to see you tune in. Yeah, yeah, let's all have super dry one day, right? It'll be a fun time, right? I'll have the super dry trading competition or something. Oh, okay. Are you coming visit me by any chance? Right. Charging rent. All right, Nick, I'm doing well, man. Nick, I'm doing well. In Did something significant happen recently? No, I don't think anything significant. I mean, besides the Christmas the festive season where we're eating a lot more stuff, right? So yeah, it's things has been pretty chill recently, right? The markets are slowing. Okay, I wouldn't say the markets are slowing down a bit, but a lot of excitement happening, right? So with that kind of volatility that we're seeing in the market, it's pretty interesting because we don't usually see this much volatility towards the new year, but there's a fair amount of it, right? Yes, I'm excited to become a father. That's right. It's just another one, two, yeah, about 4 more months. 4 more months, so it's pretty close, right? So yeah. Oh, yeah, coming in December for wedding. Serious? Are you serious? Yeah. Okay, because you got about like 1 week to be here. Anyway, guys, Today's session is on idea and validation, right? It is the flip side of break even, right? So a lot of people know the sexy cousin of idea and validation, which is break even, which is what I talked to you guys previously, right? Everyone's talking about, oh, when you move your stop loss to your entry, you're break even, right? Anything that happens, you don't get any losses, right? And this is, everyone loves to talk about that because you think about that you're in profit, you're protecting your position, you're in a risk-free trade, right? So yeah, it's something which many people know. Idea invalidation, interestingly, is a concept which I came up with myself, right? So there is no in the books out there, right? I see I'm the pioneer of this movement where it's not only profit maximization but loss reduction, right? So idea and validation is something we came up with, right? And this is the concept of actually moving your entry, your take profit to your entry. I'll show you exactly how to do that, right? In the next few chapters, right? But yeah, it's hey, thanks you, Mess, right? I'm I have half a mind to name my baby Elliot, right? No no uh no prizes for guessing why. I'm gonna call my baby Elliot. How many of you guys want to bet wager with me on that? Right? Yeah, it's a boy, it's a boy. Hey Chandra, nice to see you tune in. Yeah, Nick is a boy. Uh so oh Juna, are you coming to Singapore? For sure. It's cool if you are. Like come on guys, do you know why I'm gonna name it Elliot? And he's gonna ride the yeah, I'm gonna teach him how to surf. Yeah. Nah. My baby won't be super dry, but he might wear super dry, right? But anyway, guys, well, let's begin today's session. Disclaimer for today, right? Disclaimer for today is that today's webinar is uh, nothing in this webinar should be construed as investment or trading advice. This webinar is purely educational in nature, so please do your own little due diligence before you trade, okay, guys? Now, moving on from here, right? Moving on from here is that the agenda for today, right? We're going to touch on idea and validation. Let me pull up my handy dandy marker, right? A few things we're going to look at, right? First is the anatomy of a trade. I'll be doing a really quick recap on stop loss and take profit placement for those of you guys who have not been here. We're going to look at break even and partial take profit recap. Then I'm going to show you the idea and validation concept and the idea and validation in practice. And maybe if some time we take a look at some charts together and see like how we can actually place this idea and validation. I got a fairly simple approach that you can use here, right? But of course, a lot of it can be further clarified in the VIP room. Okay, right? Oh man, and Juna, if you are, oh yeah, Juna, come in Singapore. Let me know the day and time, and we have a meal together. That'll be a fun time. Yes, Nick. It's common in Singapore to have two names. I wouldn't say two names, right? But like for example, my name is Desmond Leong, right? Then that's Zhan Wei, right? So it's my Chinese name. So I have an English name, I have a surname, I have a Chinese name, right? So yeah, it's usually for the Chinese in Singapore we have that, right? Yeah, double date. Okay, sure, man. Exciting times, exciting times. Right, I'll have you as a guest speaker if you want. You can be a guest speaker here. Um, Ramona, there is a live. So Ramona is saying that he missed a couple of webinars and whether there is any more live analysis. Yes, a live market analysis I'll be showing you later. It is actually same time, same place, but it's on YouTube. Right, so on the IC Markets YouTube. Some of you guys might not know how to get access to it. I'll be showing you later. But last week, I'm not sure how many of you guys got in the Ethereum trade, and Cassandra made a couple of nice trades too. Nice calls. So if you got in, make good money, that's great. You can send me some whiskey, send me some chocolates, right? I'm kidding. No, I'm not really kidding, right? Okay, I'll show you later, right? Um, yes, Temba is saying he's new to this trading world. Is it important and helpful that I listen to this particular session? Yes, it's freaking important, right? It's very important. It teaches you trade management. If I were to teach anyone something right from the beginning, it's trade management. Trade management and trading psychology before everything else, right? Oh, how do you know about my dating book? Shit. All right, now, hey Adam, thank you for the well wishes and Merry Christmas to you too, man. Right. Anyway, for those of you guys who are here for the first time, right? Introducing your host for today, right? This is me, Desmond Leong. So I'm an external analyst here at IC Markets, right? I run the award-winning research firm Everest Fortune Group and also the Forex Army, right? Forex, oh shit, I just canceled off Forex. Yeah, the Forex Army, where I built some crazy stuff there. I'm gonna add in a little bit more crazy stuff. I know I keep saying that, but maybe over this Christmas period, I will have a little bit more time to do that. We are finalists for the 2019, 2020, 2021 for best FX research, 2021 for best equity research. Basically means that we know our stuff, right? I might dress like a kid, but I do. Over here, we do know our stuff, right? We got a very strong team of traders. Some of you guys have seen, right? Cassandra doing the Bahasa, sometimes the English, right? We got Kaylin doing the Chinese. We got Angie doing the Chinese, right? I'm going to introduce tomorrow, maybe you might be able to see Kaylin, right? Introduce you guys to them a little bit more, right? So the other people that you see in the VIP room. It's a great time. It's a great place for us to hang out together. Okay, Jamilu, nice way to tune in, man. Right. So yeah, regularly we usually work with the institutions, right? And we have a special partnership with IC Markets where we bring you guys the good stuff, the juicy stuff, the stuff they don't learn at Baby Pips, the stuff they don't learn at Forex Factory, right? The stuff that helps you take your trading to the next level. We have testimonials pouring in from people who turn hit rate from 40, 60%, 60, 80%, right? Unprofitable, profitable, right? I think we're almost completing a full year here and probably many more years to come, and just teaching you more and more and more and more advanced trading techniques and strategies, right? And we are on a quest to create what is perhaps the Wikipedia of trading, right? All the good stuff, right? Here, IC Markets, we are dedicated to bring you that quality of education, right? Because they want to see you trade well, they want to see you do well, and they want to see you trade for a long run, right? So anyway, if you want to see some of my indicators and EAs, especially my trade management EA, and it's the only thing that I would say, if you have the chance, go and get it, right? Over at the Forex Army, you can head over to theforexarmy.com, right? Ping me over there, right? If you need help explaining how the trade manager works, right? It's particularly important. I recommend it, right? And for those of you guys who want to follow, I swear today my drawing is way off. I can't draw a straight line, right? So if you want to find me on Instagram, go find me on Comfy Desmond, right? Nothing much there, right? I haven't been posting too much because I'm still learning. I wouldn't say still learning, right? Still getting the hang of FIFA, right? So I keep losing, so I can't post much stuff there. But yeah, you can find me over there, right? Uh, and yeah, of course, for those of you guys, good. Thanks for reminder, Junaid. Yeah. While we're having fun in the live market analysis webinars, the YouTube live sessions, right? Please be respectful, right? To of course, to the other hosts, to Cassandra, Kaylin, the other people there. We can have some jokes, but don't go too crazy with the jokes, cause everyone can see, right? We need to keep it PG, all right, guys. But all right. So let's begin today's session. And Junaid, yeah, of course you done your research. That's why your girlfriend's parents likes you, right? That's true, man, Adam. It can be used. Desiree can be used to multiple MT4s, right? If I'm not wrong, 4 MT4s to be exact, right? So those of you guys who are here for the first time, right? What you want to do is go to youtube.com. I'm going to send it over here. I'm going to click on playlist, right? And I'm going to click on English webinars here, right? I'm going to send it to you guys in the chat area. So go check it out. Go check it out. Go watch everything. So if you're here for the first time, go watch everything, right? Probably starting from introduction to Forex, right? Introduction to Forex here, right? All the way. So it's about 32, right? I think recently we got a couple more, but if you notice, right from the beginning, I've been wearing. Oh shit! I was wearing a. Sorry, should not be cursing here. It says I was wearing a blazer. Oh yeah, but I'm wearing a super dry shirt inside the blazer. So if there's one thing that's consistent, I've been wearing a super dry shirt all the way. For the past 34 webinars or something, right? So yeah, go check it out, right? Go watch all the different webinars all the way, and that would equip you really well to be a better trader. It'll equip you really well with all the things you need to know, right? All the way from Fibonacci series, crafting a trading strategy, trade management, and we're going on and on, right? Next year I got a whole new syllabus to teach you guys again how to take your trading to the next level, right? uh, yeah. There's some people out there who make pretty naughty jokes on the YouTube live, right? So those of you guys who are here, oh, sorry, wrong link, right? What you want to do is I'm going to give you the link. Okay, this is the link for tomorrow's live market analysis. Please save it, right? It is my brain just failed. It is a YouTube live event, okay? Cassandra will be running it tomorrow, possibly with Kaylin, right? But yeah, Cassandra will be running it tomorrow, right? So you won't be seeing me there, right? I need to accompany my wife to go somewhere, right? So please go check it out, guys. Please go check it out. Live market analysis. Save your questions. Keep it PG, all right, right? And have a fun time tomorrow. Okay, tune in tomorrow to support them, right? I'll join you guys again next week where we talk about trailing stop losses. All right. So now, without further ado, right, let's begin today's session. Right, I'm going to do a quick recap. Anatomy of a trade. These are the few things that we usually look at. So I started to talk too fast and my throat hurts. Right. So yeah, these are a few things that we usually look at. Right. We have covered entry, stop loss, take profit, break even, and partial profit. On our last session, 4 out of 4, we're going to talk about trailing stop losses. And then today, 3 out of 4, right, we're going to talk about idea invalidation. Super duper 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 important lesson for us to go through. Very fun session too. Okay, and I always encourage you guys, if you have, just send your questions through. I've literally have another screen open by the side, just to answer them. Okay, now let's begin. A quick recap on take profit and stop loss placement. Okay, so take profit and stop loss placement. All right. So the first thing you'll know is that when you do find a major resistance area, right? So in this example, let's just say we see price reverse, right? Reverse off this area multiple times. Okay. What we want to do is we want to put our stop loss slightly beyond over here, right? So remember, the key thing you want to focus on is stop loss is beyond, take profit is before. Okay, so this gives your strategy a little bit of breathing space, right? So that you might, you don't get stopped out right away, right? It gives you that little bit of breathing space, right? So that if price comes and try to many times, right? Price when you see a strong resistance area, it does not necessarily have to be swing highs only. It can be Fibonacci confluence, right? It can be a pullback, it can be a overlap kind of resistance, right? As long as you find a key level, don't put your stop loss right at that level. Give it a little bit of breathing space, because price is likely to have that little bit of fighting around here, right? Then it reverse. Okay, and this is the part where we'll talk about idea invalidation. Okay, but before that, right, your take profit, what you want to do is you want to put imagine if you see a nice little support area over here, right, and you're going long, right, what you want to do is to put your take profit slightly before, right? So this is a key resistance area, key support area over here. Don't put your take profit over here. Don't put your take profit over here, right? Put your take profit slightly before, right? That allows you to get out of the trade before all the fighting happens here. The spread tends to widen, you might get wicked out and stuff, but this is the best place to kind of put your take profit right before a key support level. Okay, so this is a quick support and resistance, take profit and stop loss recap. Okay, the next recap that we're going to do is we're going to take a recap on the break even and partial take profit placement. Okay, so break even, like I said with you guys, right? Break even is a level where you are in profit and you recognize that there is a risk of a reversal, usually back to your entry. It is basically you saying, if I am right, price should go all the way to my take profit. But if it goes back to my entry, I am wrong and I should get out. Okay, that is the concept of break even. Okay, that is the concept of break even. For those of you guys, I'm going to do a quick recap for you guys over here. Now I'm just going to erase all ink on this slide. So imagine, right, imagine there is a very big resistance over here, right? Price reverse off this level very strongly. Okay, since then, right, this is a hypothetical scenario. Price reverse off this level, reverse off this level. Finally, price broke out of this level and we have a buy entry here. Okay, let's assume, right? Let's assume we go into buy entry over here, right? And we're hoping that price would actually shoot up to this level over here. This is where we hope price will go up to our take profit. Okay, so price moves around a bit, it moves up, it bounces up, and it finally goes up. Okay, our break even is we usually put our break even over here, right? So this break even level is a level where we it is what I call a risky level, right? It is usually the same level where you put your partial profit. You know it's a big level, you know it's a resistance level, right? You know that there's a chance that price might reverse from it, right? You know that price might there's a chance that price might reverse from it. Okay. At the same time, you know that there's a high it is still below your take profit. So what happens over here is that once price touches this yellow break even line, your break even is triggered. Your original stop loss, let's just say your original stop loss was below this little swing low, right? So this was your original stop loss. The moment your break even is triggered, right? The moment your break even is triggered on this line, what you're doing is you're moving your stop loss all the way to your entry. Remember, this was our entry over here, right? This was our entry over here. We're moving our stop loss slightly above our entry, right? So this protects our position, right? We are hoping that price will kind of shoot up and try to hit our take profit. But for whatever reason, if price doesn't do that, right, and price reverses, right, our modified stop loss, it will stop us out over here. And even though it might drop all the way down to our original stop loss, we would have gotten out at this position at break even, right? We will have gotten out at this position at break even. We will be able to protect our position, right? And yeah, what's the word for it? It's not only about trying to gun for the profit, but knowing when to protect your trades are equally important. Okay, is everyone clear on this concept of break even? So I can see some of you guys asking me about the trade manager, how it works, right? Really simply, right? The trade manager which I built, right? I'm going to share with you guys over here, right? Imagine, right, you are selling. So a proper trade manager would have your entry. So I'm going to put my entry. Let's just say my entry is up, is over here, right? I'm going to sell when price comes to here. I'm going to disable. Okay, I don't need this additional stuff. I'm going to disable them, right? My stop loss, maybe I put it above here. My take profit, my ultimate take profit, I expect prices to come all the way down to here because we see price bounce off this level multiple times, right? My partial profit, I will put it at this overlap because price has bounced off, reacted off this overlap a few times. Break even is this level where once price reaches this level, once price reaches this yellow level over here, right? It actually moves your stop loss to entry. So same thing, we know if price comes down to here, I worry, right? I worry that there's a risk that price might come down to here and bounce up, right? So that this is where I will, since I've identified it as a risk level, I will put my break even and I will put my partial profit over here, right? When that is done, we decide how much you want to risk on the trade, and we click place trade. Okay. When we're done, we can move, our entry up, we can move our entry down, we can move our stop loss up and down. It's up to us, right? Yeah, this is as easily as moving your stop loss up and down as you can see over here, right? But yeah, this is the concept of break even for those of you guys who are using the trade manager. Um, um, all right, Tamba, I'm sorry. I think don't worry. There's a webinar on break even which you can watch pretty soon, right? So Desiree is asking if it bounces and we get stopped out and it looks like it's going up again. Do we re-enter? No, right? Remember, so Desiree is asking, right? If price touches this level, right? I'm going to erase everything again. If price touches this level, it stops you out and then bounce up, right? Should you look to get in again to play the move up, right? Should you do this? I believe that is your question, right? There's really short answer to that question is no. The reason is because this was your original strategy. Your original strategy was that you are looking to play the breakout of this level over here, right? There's this swing high resistance. You're playing the breakout, right? You're playing the breakout, and then hoping for price to come all the way to here. Now this is your original strategy. Every time before you take a trade, remember to dig into, pull out your original strategy, your plan A, right? And ask yourself, am I still trading my same plan A, right? Does my plan A still make sense? Or should I be switching to plan B, right? So in this case, right, if you are thinking to enter over here, you just need to pull out your plan A and realize that my original strategy was, firstly, I was playing a breakout. I was not playing a reversal, right? Secondly, price just broke out of this key level, right? That's why I'm going long. Am I doing the same thing over here? Is that the reason I want to go long? Right? You need to always think about it, that why am I getting the trade? Every time the market evolves and moves, it gives you new things to understand. It gives you new things, new information to process, new information to use in your trading strategy. All right. So this is a concept, right? Don't just get into a trade just because it goes back to entry. It may have got back to entry over here, sure, but what about all this information that has occurred over here? Now you could be playing something like an overlap kind of support, right? You might be playing a reverse Nike tick over here, right? You could be playing a 23% Fibonacci retracement or from here up to here, right? You could be playing a Fibonacci projection up 1, 2, 3 points and project downwards, right? Many different reasons why you could be getting into the trade. Don't enter just because price has got back to that level, right? You must think about why you want to get back into the trade. Does it make sense? Is it the same as your original plan? If it's not the same, it's fine. Is there a new trading strategy which you should be using? Okay. Long answer to a short question. Okay. Now let's move on to the next part. Right, so this was the concept of break even I was talking to you about, right? This is your entry, this is your stop loss, and this is your take profit, right? So price, so we notice that there is a, how do I think we notice that there is a, we expect prices to come down here and bounce all the way up to here, correct? However, we realize that there's a little bit of a risk over here, right? There's a 23% retracement over here. There's a 38% retracement from here down to here. So there is a risk level over here, right? And this is the level where we put our break even and also our partial profit. It's okay, don't worry, there are recordings for you to watch, right? And if you haven't have any questions, head over to the VIP room, vip.icmarkets.com, and we'll be able to answer your questions there, right? So yeah, we identified this as a risk level, right? So if you come down here, right, what we see is that price has bounced up really nicely, right? At this point, we're saying, yeah, that's great. We expect prices to go up all the way. And at this point is where we move our stop loss to our entry. You can see when price reaches the break even, we move our stop loss to our entry because there is a risk that price, is not able to break past this, drops down and stops us out. In this case, right, if it stops us out, at least we get stopped out at break even, right? So that's the key thing. As the market evolves, right, it's not about just placing a trade and letting itself work its way out. You place a trade and then you let, you observe, you see the new things that the market is telling you. If the market is able to break past this key level, right, break past this key level, that's great. There's a descending resistance line over here. If it breaks past this, even better, right? So as the market evolves, it continues to give you new information, right? Even at this stage, right? If it's a 1, 2, 3 black crow, maybe you have a stronger possibility for price breaking out. So all these different things comes into play when it comes to trade management. You don't just put a trade and just pray to the heavens that it will go well, right? A really good trader will take additional information in along the way. So 1D is asking, how do you avoid false breakout? Any suggestions for confirmations, right? So to avoid a false breakout, let's just see, for example, to To avoid a false breakout, usually what I recommend is to use two things. One is the price action, right? So for example, right, if there was, right, let's see, let me erase my. So in this case, right, so if you notice, right, this price action, this rejection here, this rejection of the week is a sign that price might reverse, right? So same thing over here, you know, once this candle forms, if there are price action that, you know, when you're looking at candlestick patterns, some candlestick patterns suggest that there might be a reversal, right? So what are these candlestick patterns? You know, let's just say, you know, we're looking at this breakout here. If we see a candlestick pattern like this and maybe a doji, right, followed by another one, so this is a reversal pattern, right? Maybe we see one thing over here, right, and we see a great I think this is a gravestone doji. Gravestone dojis are also signs that price might reverse, right? At the same time, maybe you see a, you know, price climbs up to here, and then you get a big bearish engulfing candle, right? I believe this is inside bars. I don't know what bar it is, but this is another sign that there is a reversal, right? So looking at price action actually helps you filter out these things, because if you're at this stage and then we see one, imagine this is the level that we're looking to break out. 1, 2, and 3, right? So this is the 3 white soldiers pattern, right? 3 white soldiers is a very, very strong breakout pattern, right? So the opposite is 3 black crows, but 3 white soldiers actually suggest that there's a lot of bullish momentum, each one with very, very minimal wick, right? Telling you that price might break out even further, right? So yeah, you know, it's one way is by price action. The other way is using correlation, right? So if I'm looking at this level, if a correlated currency pair has broken out already, then I'm more confident that this thing will break out. So you're looking for positively and strongly negatively correlated currency pairs. Okay. Now, break even is, yeah, Ramona, break even. I usually put break even as the partial profit. Yes, we can apply Fibonacci, right? So usually if it breaks a 23% retracement, there's a higher chance that it might go to 38%, right? So that is why this is the big 23% retracement from the top. This is the level to be broken for it to trigger a move up. Okay, just let me take a sip. Okay, now, Jamilu, you cannot set break even on MT4. You can go to the Forex Army. You can get our trade manager there and can actually set break even, right? So yeah, this is how break even works. Now let's talk about the ugly cousin, right? Called idea invalidation, right? Idea invalidation. Okay, how many of you guys know what idea invalidation is? How many of you guys currently use idea invalidation? I'm seeing some replies come true. Right. I got not many people use it actually. John uses it. Trade setup invalidation. Yeah, that's a good way to put it. Edgar, correct. Radmir, Vandemir says no. You must, yeah. When you start swearing, you know my original idea is wrong. That is right. That is right. that is one way to look at it too. Idea invalidation is moving your take profit to your entry. Okay, seller is great that you use it, right? Callback, you didn't hear the term because I coined the term, right? So I'm gonna put it as a trademark over here, trademark by Desmond. Okay. Now, idea invalidation, how it works. Now, this is very similar to what we did previously for break even, right? So idea invalidation is usually placed before your stop loss. Okay, is placed before your stop loss over here, right? Is the level which you basically admit I am wrong. Get me the hell out of here ASAP. So when this level is reached, your take profit is moved to your entry, giving you a small chance to get out at break even, right? Your entry is moved, your take profit is moved to your entry and it gives you a small chance, right? This is basically you praying, almost like praying that the market allows you to get out, right? It hopefully allows you to get out at break even. Okay, so let's go through an example over here. Okay, I'm just going to erase some of the ink on the slides, right? So let's just say, we got a very nice swing high resistance over here. Okay, we decide that we are, we see the market, right? The market is evolving. There's a rejection from here, and price is coming to this level again. And once it comes to this level, because we're looking at it and we're thinking, oh man, if price reverse once over here, it reverse another time over here, there's a chance that price might reverse, reverse down from here. So we go into a sell entry. Okay, we're hoping for prices to drop all the way down, to our original take profit over here, right? You see, we put our take profit slightly before, right? Before a key resistance, a key support area over here, like what I mentioned. We are hoping that actually price drops all the way down to here. Okay, our stop loss, right? Remember, we put our stop loss slightly beyond. Remember, stop loss is beyond, right? Stop loss is beyond, right? Oh God, my handwriting is terrible. Okay, so we put our stop loss slightly beyond over here, right? Giving it that little bit of breathing space at this. Ouch. Ouch, I hit my hand. So at the same time, idea invalidation. Where do we put our idea invalidation? We put idea invalidation right before a key resistance, right? So we put our idea invalidation right about over here. Okay, so there is a chance, right? So price starts to go up. We thought it was going down, but it starts to go up, right? And it touches this level over here. When this happens, the idea becomes invalidated. Okay, the idea becomes invalidated. So this is the level where we say, okay, our original idea of this thing happening is not happening, right? What we should be doing next, right? We move our take profit to entry, right? This hopefully gets us out of this losing trade. So our take profit straight away, the moment our idea invalidation is triggered over here, right? You can see this is the level where idea invalidation got triggered. It moves our original take profit over here. It moves it, right, to your entry, right? So remember, this was our entry line over here. You can see it over here, right? So it moves it to this level and it becomes a modified take profit. So what happens is that price, because this happens to be a big reversal, considering that this is a big level previously, price touches this, it reverses, right? We get out at break even, and price continues to go up after that and stops us out. No, and doesn't stop us out because we managed to get out at break even, right? So that is the opposite of idea invalidation of break even. Is this concept called idea invalidation? Break even moves your stop loss to your entry. Idea invalidation moves your take profit, to your entry. So that's the big difference, right? It's not only about profit maximization, it's about loss reduction, right? Reducing your losses as much as possible. And this is how we do it with idea invalidation. I'm now going to share with you, right? I'm now going to share with you some screenshots of idea invalidation in play. Okay, anyone got any questions on this so far? We just need to check. So Jean Manis is asking, doesn't idea invalidation go against the idea of always stick to your trading plan? So the thing is, your trading plan, and going back to the beginning here, this is your trading plan. Okay, this is the anatomy of a trade. This, okay, Jean? So your trading plan does not only think about your entry, your stop loss, and your take profit. Your trading plan needs to consider where's your break even, where's your partial profit, if you're going to trigger trading stop loss, and where you want to put your idea invalidation. Everything goes into your trading plan. This is your trading plan. Not only these three things over here, right? These are not just your trading plan. It is this plus this. Everything goes into your trading plan, my friends, right? So that is the concept of idea invalidation. There's a concept of a trading plan rather, is that, it's not only, you need to know where's your entry, where's your stop loss, where's your take profit, at what level you want to get your partial profit, at what level you want to break even, at what level you might trigger your trading stop loss, and at what level do you want to idea invalidate and say that I'm wrong and trying to get out of this trade as soon as possible. All of it goes into play, right? Jamilu is asking how do you get a trade manager. Let me see if I can share with you guys over here. Just go to Google, search for best MT4 trade manager. You'll see that we are number one as usual because we're great, right? Go check it out over here, right? If you want to get it, you can get it over here, okay? Right? Because we have the best MT4 trade manager, of course, right? Now, back to my topic, right? So this goes into your trading plan, John. I hope that helps you understand, right? A trading plan incorporates every single part of a trade, not only your entry, stop loss, and take profit, is everything else that happens in between. Okay, so now let's look at some examples of idea invalidation in play. Okay, in this case, right, we see a nice little swing low over here, right? And we think that price is going to bounce up, right? We think price might bounce up to the 50% retracement over here, right? There's a little bit of an overlap kind of resistance over here. You can see there's a little bit of overlap resistance over here, and we're expecting prices to make a nice little bounce up to 50%, right? This is our initial trading strategy. Okay, at the same time, right, we notice that there's a negative 27% level here, but more importantly, there is a inverse Nike tick reversal, Fibonacci extension with 127 over here. 127 over here. Okay, now let's put now what do we notice is that there is a 127 and there's a negative 27. Okay, technically I won't consider negative 27 because price did not retrace 50%, but let's just say there is basically a support level over here. There's basically a support level over here. So we have identified this as our support level, and we put our stop loss slightly beyond this level. All right, we put our stop loss slightly beyond. Like our best practice is to put our stop loss slightly beyond. Oh yeah, Adam, you got it right, man. You are in tune with the markets, right? So we put our stop loss slightly beyond this level. Okay, we always say stop loss beyond, take profit before, right? And we expect prices, to kind of make a nice little bounce up to here. Now it is at this key level which we will also place our idea invalidation. There we go, right? We have our idea invalidation over here now, right? So this, when price touches this idea invalidation, our take profit will go down to our entry. Okay, I hope this much is clear for you guys. Our take profit will go back down to our entry. Now let's watch as the market goes. Okay, so the next thing we notice is that we are expecting prices to bounce. However, the price didn't bounce as we expected. Price actually dropped, and it dropped, and it dropped, right? And it dropped down, and it touched our idea invalidation. It rejected the idea, the level from idea invalidation very nicely, as you can see over here. And that is usually the case with the 127 inverse Fibonacci extension. I mean the inverse Nike tick, right? Using Fibonacci is a great way, right? It's actually a great way to identify this kind of hidden levels of support and resistance. So let me just zoom in again for you over here, right? If you notice that price has touched this level, idea invalidation level over here, what's going to happen next is that my take profit will be moved down to my entry. Okay, let me repeat that. Now that idea invalidation here is triggered, right? My take profit over here, my take profit is going to get moved down to my entry over here, right? My take profit is going to be moved down to my entry. Okay, now so this is where we go. You see my take profit being moved down to my entry, right? They are at the exact same line over here. Okay, what happens from here? What happens from here is that price actually makes that little bounce up, and it comes back up to here where my initial entry was, over here where my initial entry was. Price comes up to here, it touches me, and now we are out at break even, right? We successfully managed to get the hell out of this trade at break even. right? So this helps us close off the entire trade, right? Because if we had left the trade running, what could have happened is that price would have dropped down, it would have stopped us out, right? And we'll be, we have lost our money, right? So, and this will be chopped up as a losing trade for us, right? So instead of a losing trade, right, this it goes out at break even, and that's great. Because if you think about it, break even is great. Going out break even means that you're not losing any money. Okay, so the biggest thing to grasp the concept over here is moving your take profit to an entry. This is basically you saying that my analysis is wrong, my trading idea is wrong, and I'm going to try to get out as soon as possible. It is something which is very, very difficult for many people to do, because our trading psychology, what we've been taught to believe is that we are right, right? We if you can actually tie this back to to our education system, where we are taught that you must try to as long as you study, you are not going to get it wrong. If you follow a strategy, follow the 10-year series, or you follow the guidebook, the textbook, you're not going to be wrong. But that's not how the market thinks about it. The market doesn't care, right? The market doesn't care if you think that you're right, right? The market doesn't care if you think that you're right. So we need to come to terms that there is a possibility that we are wrong. And if we are wrong, we want to get the hell out of that trade as soon as possible, and protect our account, right? So yes, correct, Desiree. Don't hold on to don't get what they call it's actually called, don't get married to a trade. Don't just don't get married to it and you don't want to let go of it, right? If you realize the trade isn't working, just let it go and run, right? Try get out of it as fast as possible, right? Yes, Ramona, that's correct. That's correct. You want to get out of the trade as possible. We didn't make any money, but we get out, because if we didn't move our take profit, if you are still stuck onto that trade and price plummets all the way, it touches this and we are stopped out. The market has given you a chance, right? And that's how idea invalidation works. The market has given you a chance for price to reverse, touch your entry, right, and then drop out. So this is the concept of idea invalidation. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, it comes with experience, right? It comes with, even if you're using a small lot size, this is proper trade management, risk management, which you can exercise. And when you exercise, you can repeatedly use over time, right? And it will take your trading to the next level, trust me, right? Really take your trading to the next level for you to exercise proper risk management. Don't just think about all the profits you can make. You need to always focus equally much on all the losses you can avoid. All right, guys? So I hope you found this session useful. It's a very in-depth session on idea and validation, right? I hope it helped you get a better understanding of how you can protect your account. Oh, sorry, I'm losing my voice. Yeah, it gives you a better idea on how you can protect your account, right? And yes, this is actually also a tool on our trade manager. So not only do I have my entry over here, not only do I, let's just say my stop loss, I'm going to put it slightly above over here. Okay, no, you know what? I'm going to draw a Fibonacci, no, my entry is over here at the overlap. Let's just say my stop loss, I'm going to put it slightly above over here. Where I would usually put my idea and validation, which is this purple line over here, I'll put my idea and validation at the key resistance level, which is over here. So there is a chance that when price touches this level, it might just reverse a little bit to my take profit, which would then be move from here all the way up to here. My initial take profit might be down here, but the moment my idea and validation is hit, it will move my take profit from my take profit all the way to my entry, right? You see, it doesn't go beyond that, and that will allow me to get out of the trade at break even. Okay, so yeah, it's a pretty useful tool for those of you guys who don't have it, right? Very easy risk allocation, right? And yes, use it and all your problems will be solved. No, it doesn't mean that idea validation does not mean that you need to watch the screen all the time. Sorry, right? Getting a sore throat. Idea and validation. Idea and validation, basically, if you put your stop loss correct, right? So you notice that you always put your, it goes all the way back. Oh God, I'm dying. It goes all the way back to where you put your stop loss, right? You put your stop loss above beyond a key resistance level. This key resistance level, right, should be where you kind of put your reference point when you put your stop loss. It is also a reference point when you put your idea and validation, right? It's also a reference point when you put your idea and validation. You just put it slightly before this key resistance. So price might reverse up to here. In this case, reverse, and then it comes back and gets you out at break even. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I'm drinking chrysanthemum tea. Okay, guys, I think I'm losing my voice a bit, but yeah, I hope this session have give you a better insight, right? So what I want to recommend you guys to do is, of course, head over to vip.icmarkets.com, right? So those of you guys who are here for the first time, right, IC Markets, we have a very, very good VIP portal with IC Markets, right? I'm going to register John Cena. It's only for IC Markets live account holders, right? Corbett, to get this software, I'm going to send it to you again. Just going to reply to you. This is the link. You can go. Yeah, so head over to the IC Markets VIP room, right? So depending on your how much money you have in an account, you have different account sizes and different tiers, right? So at this place, you can ask your questions. Like for example, if you're looking at Aussie dollar, if you're looking at Aussie dollar, right, and we think that price might reverse from here. So this is one of the great things about this place. You can draw let's just say I draw Fibonacci retracement 38%. I also notice that price is testing this resistance over here. I will come in and say, hey Desmond, right, I see that price is testing 38% retracement and also pullback resistance, possible to short, right? Or rather possible, bearish move. So what 38% retracement am I referring to? You highlight the text, you click this little handy thing called link object to text, and you click this. All right. And what pullback resistance are you referring to? You highlight the text, the link object to text, and you click the object that you just drew. So when this is done, you click enter. So how it looks like, right? How it looks like when I'm reading the message for the first time, right? It says, hey, Desmond, I see that price is testing a 38% retracement and also a pullback resistance, right? So it brings a lot more context to discussions. I know exactly what you're referring to, and my team here, we got Angelina, we got Kaylin, we got Cassandra, we got Shicheng, and we got me, all coming around and answering your queries, right? And of course, we put some nice trading ideas along over here, along with the for example, Cassandra called this move on dollar CAD. So you click view analysis, right? You get to see her very, very detailed. Yes, that's right, Adam. If you need help, you can ping me, right? I will impart some wisdom to you. So you can see that at this point was when the analysis was created. So it's a great trade. You can see that price is holding above the Ichimoku cloud. Bullish bias that you will rise, right? To first resistance over here. There's a graphical swing high, first support, there's overlap, right? So it's as you hover over different parts of the analysis, you can see them light up. So it's it's a very nice little, it's a very nice way of understanding this trading. One-on-one trading, right? Do we have one-on-one trading over here? I'm not too sure, right? But I don't really offer one-on-one trading unless oh yeah, if you that is just to teach you for the how to use the trade manager if you get it, right? It's a 1 hour session, right? But I recommend just watch the YouTube videos unless you really want to learn, right? Then you can go for that, right? But yeah, so this every time you want to know when the idea was created, just hover over this thing called analysis, this little light bulb, and you can see that at this point you click on it. At this point, the analysis was created. So we can see that price touched this level very nicely and shot all the way up. So price is above the Ichimoku, right? There's a pivot off here. It's a swing low, support, right? And you know, it can and we expect prices to go all the way up there, right? So it's a very good analysis. Go check out the different ideas that we post on it, right? Yeah, go check out the different analysis we post on it. Practice your analysis, be a better trader, okay? And that is what I really want to encourage you guys to do, right? This is the place that you want to be, right? If you have an IC Markets VIP, IC Markets live account, go check it out, okay? Now that's it for me, guys, right? I hope you found this session useful, right? Uh, Tune in tomorrow, same time, same place at the YouTube live. Okay, YouTube live event. Remember, YouTube live event. You're gonna meet Cassandra then, maybe Kaylin, right? And they'll take you through they'll take you through the market analysis for a day. Behave yourselves, right? Behave yourselves, all right? Thank you so much, guys. Merry Christmas to you guys. Merry Christmas, Agaras, Ramona, Junite. Okay, Mark, Jamilo, Desiree, Ellen. It's great catching up with you guys. Right. I will. Right. I'll be taking my leave for today, where I get a little bit of strepsils for my throat. Right. Ajay, thank you very much too. Right. Corbett. Right. Wendy, Graham, awesome stuff, man. It's always nice to talk to you guys. David, Ajay, Bob, Andu. Right. Hang out with me at the VIP room. That's a great place. Where yeah, it's a great place for us to hang out. All right. Take care. Take care. Thank you, David. Right. I will see you guys. I won't see you tomorrow, but please tune in tomorrow and support Cassandra and possibly Kaylin as they take on the webinar. Share you guys a market analysis. They will tell me whether you guys take care of them. All right. Um, uh, yes, accept. That's a good suggestion. We're going to try. We're actually trying to implement that. Thank you very much, Simon, Robin. Awesome stuff, Mohammed. See you guys. Take care. Cheers and peace out, homes. Adios, guys. Bye. See you. Bye.